What's up? This is your boy Super. I'm playing Elite Dangerous. I'm here in my DBE, Diamondback Explorer, the second best ship when it comes to jump range. Right now, we're at 42 as a minimum. It's a beautiful thing. I don't know, like how the guide said it could get to 60, but I don't see how that's possible. Like it's maxed out as far as FSD light year engineering goes. But the fleet carrier can jump 500 light years. So we might save all our exploration for a fleet carrier, but a fleet carrier was also DLC. So they meant when they designed the game, they had it in mind for you to use these small ships to explore the galaxy. Unless they knew they were planning on selling fleet carriers later, I don't know. Let me see here. It should be in my history. Ships by jump range. I guess it was from 2018 Reddit post he shared a Google Doc he made of ships in the range. To get it up to 60, to get it up to 58, you need to have the max stock range after G5 modifications to FSD life support and sensors with no optionals. Okay, well, optionals. What are our optionals? We gotta have the surface scanner, we gotta have a fuel scoop, and we gotta have repair limpets. That's what I was thinking, the minimum. But I suppose we might be able to do without the repair limpets. Then for sure, all we have to do is dock and wait for our other ships to come. There's no playing around. I was gonna have a 4A fuel scoop. Even that's our biggest slot is a 4. So that means they have weapons, base range with experimental effects on all core internals, no optionals. To get you up to 61. Max stock. What does that mean? I think that means everything A class, right? And then G5 range. Well, we've got pretty much. So if we remove internals, we should be able to get that. We've got a lot of things engineered and unlocked to be engineered. And they said, what now? FSD we got to 4. Life support we do not have engineered. That's weird that would affect your jump range. Okay, because weight and things like that. Sensors, we got sensors, not to 5. So we're at 42. It's supposed to be at 38, so we're good. So I was thinking about a 3D beam laser here. I was thinking about this and maybe another shield booster. This is done. Well, we need one that we haven't got. We need a 4A power plant. And this I was going to give a 4A fuel scoop, a cargo rack, like I said earlier, and repair limpets. Like repair limpets are a 1, and I didn't want to put them in a 2 slot, so I was thinking about getting 3 repair limpets. But that's probably the least necessary thing. And is an extra 1 or 2 light years going to make that much of a difference? I don't know. So I came here for a fuel scoop, but I didn't see any. It said there was some here, 4As. No, there's only one. There's not even a 4A. It said there was a 4A here. So I gotta research for that. Give me a second here. It's weird that a single limpet can come in 3. 4A fuel scoop next to Cuvio. And it took me here to Shlomi Orbital. Is that where we're at? Yeah. So Lubbock Penal Colony is the next place. It's also in Cuvio. Gotta have the 4A fuel scoop, bro. Like I'm tempted to make it no optional internals, but that's millions and millions of dollars gone for the detailed surface scanner. If we had everything, if we only had a fuel scoop, how would you do that without a fuel scoop? What would you couldn't do that? Why would you need 60 light years range without a fuel scoop? You wouldn't go anywhere. That's not. That's silly. In an empty cargo rack, how is that going to mess up our jump range? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go that far to shit. And this will be our only Explorer, our only long-range ship till we get the Anaconda. So there's plenty of time. And if I'm never in the mood to improve something, it could be this. Engineer things, because it's going to be permanent. Definitely the fuel scoop, definitely the detailed surface scanner, definitely all the core internals. I still haven't sold my ass Explorer yet.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I don't know. We gotta increase our federal rank after we get this Explorer situated to buy the next federal assault ship. We're low on engineering materials already. We can make a lot of money exploring. Thought it would slow me down a little.
Orbital flight engaged.
Oh, disengage it, girl. Did not slow me down enough. We're in a decent spot though.
Orbital flight engaged.
Coming in hot. I know the boost will give us an increase while we're gliding. Doesn't seem to. So when you're in the long, big void of space, everybody's got to have, like, for the penal colony to have a public dock at a trading station and a refuel repair, a restock depot. It's like in the country, you're so far in between civilization. Everybody's out to help. You know, like Anarchy Minecraft servers.
Landing gear deployed.
You gotta love it. Penal colony. You gotta love it.
Alight when ready. Have a pleasant visit, Commander.
UC? No UC data. Here for the outfitting, my guy. Low on money. What's happening in Galnet? Kubio was the top one. Power play, uplay. Aging Duval current command capital reserves are calculated at 601. Without further fortification, this will convert to a deficit of 278 next cycle. Expert opinion indicates serious trouble in the coming day, even with existing fortification. Should current expansion efforts succeed, Aging Duval is looking at a shortfall in their CC reserve to the tune of 303 next cycle. List of places where there's Thargoids and damaged stations, but it says Thargoid conflict and damaged station activity, but I don't see any stations. This is are the people listed as in turmoil? Nope, they're all warnings of being in turmoil. So this never, as far as I've been playing, this has never been accurate or live. See, here's two about Cubio. Current standing of Cubio patrons persists. Silver Advanced Industry Studies or faction status. Detailed traffic report, power update, top 5 interstellar bounties. Commander Jayton 666, an Imperial Eagle, Ratatosker. Bernard's Hope. Oh, you can hunt down other players. There's a guy in a Mamba. We don't want to fight him. Alliance Chieftain's about where we are at. Guy in an Imperial Cutter. Nope, no way. Guy in Asp Explorer, maybe. But that first guy, an Imperial Eagle, that's like an entry level. So these are low ass bounties too. 16,000. Yeah, right. That's wasted. It's not even gonna pay for my fuel to get out there. 4A fuel scoop. We gotta sell our old one. And it's 2 million. We sell this one. That'll bring us up to 1-something million. Damn, I don't. We can sell our ship from here. I think. I think it's gutted, right? It's got to be gutted. There's no shipyard here. Christ, come on. We gotta do a fucking mission. It's gotta be good. Some good at hard missions too. And we're in an explorer. Disable mega ship turrets, I guess. Can't be a different one. Liberate bootleg liquor on planetary scan job. Not in the mood for that. Disable mega ship turrets for millions. Those are some nice missions, nice payouts. Planet scan job, 500,000. Disable mega ship turrets for 400,000. Planetary scan job, urgent kill order. Liberate 3 bootleg liquor. Donate. Yeah, right. Follow-on mission, deliver 2 units of reactive armor. It's only 10,000. Shouldn't even accept that. That's not worth my time. Take up courier jobs. We might find another one at another place,
Mission critical message.
and we might be able to sell our ship. So that might be all right. Taking courier missions. I don't need the details. So we're gonna do the mega ship turrets first. Gosh. After the courier mission, we'll have to come back here to return the other 2 missions, and then at that time,
Expedite climb to your exit
the
altitude.
courier mission is going to give us the opportunity to sell our other ship, maybe. Our Asp Explorer. Yeah, I'm all about the 4A fuel scoop. I wouldn't have an Explorer without one.
Drive charging.
Allied power. Who is the Empire allied with? Oh yeah, like there's 2 or 3 people per each power. I forgot about that.
Ready to engage. 3, 2, 1. Fuel scoping. Fuel scooping complete. System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging.
Ah, well.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Looks like we've been here before. So we gotta hit up the Gordon class hauler deck 30 something. Like deck 902, Gordon class hauler. We're missing a weapon. That sucks. Why can't we get them on a fire group? Oh, because they're on the same one. Well, that's alright because in combat mode our scanners won't work, and in scan analyst mode our combat guns won't work, so they can be on the same fire group. I knew there was a way to make it more efficient. You guys doing out here stalking the planet? It's not your planet. You need to move on. I'll say something about it. Yeah. Let's go. Scan her up.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
We got here nothing. Not just yet. Bulk cargo should have brought some hatch breakers and some collector limpets. Yeah, we don't even have any hacker things either. We just got automated defense turrets. That's it. It's a different looking one. Shouldn't be that difficult for 200,000. We're gonna burn up in fucking thrusters, whatever they are. Engines here. Can't really see. Still don't see it's on the other side. There she is. Now we just switch to cockpit mode after we target the generator. It's up on the top there. God, it's not that thing, is it? What's on the other side? All pips to weapons. Cockpit mode.
Mission objective complete.
Easy in and out.
Battery impound.
Didn't even take a shot. Ah, the memories.
Frameshift drive charging. 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So let's head to the reactive armor drop off. This will give us a chance to check the space stations, and so will the courier mission. We've been here several times. I'm sure there's nothing on the map, nothing we need to map.
Frameshift drive charging.
Cute little system, preemie.
Ready to engage.
I'm already throttled up. Oh no, I wasn't. How was I not throttled up?
Engage.
Yeah, I've been here plenty of the time.
Fuel scooping.
Just sit here.
Fuel scooping complete.
Long little trip. Sell. Why we wanted to sell our ship, and there might be, an alternative to place to buy the fuel scoop. But most more than just to sell our ship, because we got to go back there anyway. We just have to go back with money in our pocket. 2.4 million. Oh yeah, I forgot we were doing missions. How much they were making? 75,000. That's ridiculous. 10,000. That's ridiculous. So we're gonna have like 230,000. Nowhere near our goal. Crazy. Yeah, look at this jump range. 45. Damn. And if we sell the Chieftain, our Ass Explorer, we'll have a decent start for the drop ship. I mean, the assault ship. This liner's in the top 1% of all liners out there. Yeah, it's crazy how the liners are so high up there in price, and they're not even, nobody wants to deliver people around, take people on tours. There's not like realistic now that the James Webb Space Telescope is out, like if you played this back in the time when it came out, you would think, oh, this is real, it's a one for one copy, but no. There's lots of interesting things to see that in real life that we know about now that are not in the game. Planets that rain diamonds. So you'd be disappointed if you thought this was going to be the end-all exploration game. But like if it was just a realistic exploration now with the knowledge we know, it would be a lot of fun doing tours.
Docking request granted.
I'm surprised they got all the Earth lakes and water worlds the way they did. Good thing about using this is
Deployed.
it can go on any landing pad. And we're designing it so it'll never need a landing pad, you know. Best fuel scoop, repair limpets, because we're just going to take it out into the void. So how are we, if there's no people out in the void and we explore with this, we'll never, well, yeah, if we get to Cologne, if we get to places of civilization, there's no shipyard here. But this is where the mission's too at. One more stop. One more stop to check here. Take the money.
Incoming message.
You say thanks. There's 100,000 courier mission. That's decent. You know, so many courier missions at 6 figures. Nothing for me. Liberate 2 hostages. What is that about? Being held captive by Claire Adler. I've had this mission before, and the person's name was Claire Adler. You gotta use hatchbreaker limpets, I think, and steal them from a spaceship in midair. Yeah, we did that even in a video. Black box salvage. Cheap ass courier job. Cheap ass internal delivery. Mega ship turret steel. 10 units of gold. Another hatchbreaker contract. Gotta be in one of our fighters for that. Now that we're getting the expensive ones, they can hold that equipment. Smuggle slate. Oh man, we gotta visit more anarchy pirate type systems, whatever this is. Well, navigation data. 40,000 just for entering a system and scanning it. That adds up if we travel far enough. Now to the courier delivery, right? Oh, we picked up another one too. We've already been to Helanda. Yeah, so I don't know, we gotta fortify people as working for Aisling Duval before we go into turmoil. I think that shit's out of your control. I think a lot of that shit is just random numbers. Like every so often, some person has to go into turmoil.
Retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
Like we are definitely in first and successful by a large margin. It's unlikely it would be in any turmoil.
Frameshift drive charging.
When we first started out, the fighter ships we could get could barely be fighters. Then they start about the first Imperial ship. We were like, these are legit fighters now. They can hold all their equipment. Then we moved up a tier to where fighters could do 2 things. You could be a fighter and go do land missions. You could be a fighter and do hatchbreaker missions, or you could be a fighter and do recon missions and steal data. And now that we moved up in another tier, and like a couple other aspects,
Critical message.
but the ships didn't improve enough to do anything completely. So we're still at 1.5, but we're on tier 3. Tier 1 fighter ships should be able to struggle to fight, I guess, if you want to. The game's got to be challenging. And tier 2 can fight and struggle to do something else. That's where we're at, but we're in a tier 3 ship. And I don't if I don't I would not be attracted to these ships for buying. But you can sell them for all your money back, so you don't want to miss out by not experimenting. I would overlook all the federal ships. I would overlook all the alliance ships. I would probably be in the good, like I would probably be in ships like the Vulture and the Keelback, and then wanting to buy Imperial ships if I was picking and choosing, because I would want to mine, and there's not a lot of options for mining ships. You got for now you just got the transporters and the keel, but not even really the transporters. The transporters. You got fighters, explorers, haulers. It's only all the type of transporters. I would have chose Imperials as my fighter, but I'd have been stuck in something like the Vulture, struggling to buy the Imperials. Skipped right over the transporter. The Cobras and the Vipers were awesome.
Docking request granted.
Definitely. I wouldn't mind another one of those, like Cobra or Viper Mark 8. But the crate and the crates are good. I think that'll work as a Vulture probably. I mean, a Viper and Cobra. There's a crate is a snake. Or it's by the same company.
Landing gear deployed.
Lakon Spaceways. I bet you they make the aerodynamic fighter ships. Sounds like a race car company.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Got your starship here? I doubt it. It's a small port. No. Knew it. Crate Phantom. Is made by Falcon DeLacy. Yeah, that's the guy who makes the sleek aerodynamic ships. I remember that. And what is the Cobra Mark IV made by? Falcon DeLacy. Okay. Yeah, I'd have chose anything for Falcon DeLacy, the Imperial ships. I might have thought like the Diamondbacks and the Explorers were like standard ships to play the game with, and went to them at some point. Well, that sucks. One more courier job here. No planets to scan. So we're at the Federal Assault ships.
Command directed. Ship released.
Take a look at
Engines
the
engaged.
Gudamaya ships. I like those. That's a good ship with the 7 shield. The Imperial Clipper is the next best Empire ship. It's a quintessential Imperial ship. It epitomizes elegance of form while delivering speed and agility. Because of its balance of speed, luxury, and strength,
Frameshift drive
it is used for transporting valuable items and personnel of importance across the Empire. With the Navy ships, these can come as standard and not available for civilian or export models. It's got a 7 shield.
ready to engage.
It's got two large hard points, 2 medium hard points, a whole bunch of compartments, and 6 power plant, 6 thrusters, F frame shift, 5 frame shift drive. It's nice too.
Incoming
Over
mission
here,
message.
got a time bonus.
Telescoping.
You
Fuel
did
source
so damn
disengaged.
fast, boy. Oh, we've been here. There's got to be a shipyard here. One of the only closest, the only port. Okay, it's the second. Okay, so one of these has to have a shipyard. And what's our money looking like? Less than a million still. 400,000. Okay, that's not gonna work. Damn. Twice. Jesus. It's too dark. I'm distracted by the dark. It's in the blue.
Docking request granted.
For some reason, I was looking up the search engine and looking at, oh, that was Coriolis, the shipbuilder, and it was looking at prismatic shields, and there was only a 4 and a 5. And the next Imperial Empire ship, the Imperial Courier, comes with a 7 slot, so that doesn't seem right. But all the Empire cops we've seen have been in the smaller ships.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
No shipyard. That sucks. Commercial sample salvage. Cheap ass courier missions. Take down pirate. Probably an easy kill for that cheap low amount, 117,000. Military intelligence salvage for the Corps. Now, what does that mean? Cargo. Find missing military intelligence. Nothing good. Like the sound of that though. Massacre, pirate hunting. Cheap ass courier missions, mega ship turrets. Well, you can find a shipyard, I guess. Where are we at? Karamojola. Karamo. Jola. Station services. Shipping. Capex inheritance in this system. What? There's no Capex inheritance in Karamajola. What is that, a flea care? No, it's a surface place. But I have those selected. Flea care. No. Keaton's Enterprise in Fellendale. Alright, that's where we're going, to another system here. I wonder if it's a new one. No.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
3 light years away.
Frameshift drive charging.
I also need thrusters. Or power distributor.
2. Fuel scooping complete.
Nice. What are we looking for? Heaton Enterprise. How much money are we at? 593,000, and it is power plant, 4B power plant. That needs to be an A. That needs to be engineered for a light year range. A lot of these things don't have that explained as simple as that. Most, I guess you would have to default to strip down in your experimental effects. Less weight, plus farther range. Just like, what would a power plant have to do with your FSD jump range? That'd probably be easy to switch all the experimental effects to strip down, materials wise. But you'd have to visit each engineer, which wouldn't be a problem in this ship. Engineering this ship, it's got the best light year range in the game, second best. And you know, it's good. You get this early on in the game, so this should be what you engineer and work towards for until you finish it, because it's going to last you almost the whole game until you get the Anaconda. It's going to be your best jumper. So we want to emphasize that. That's what I'm going to do in between videos. And everything's going to be engineered towards jump range. And then we'll finally go on some expeditions. Come on. My night vision turned off again?
Engaged.
No. Yeah, I think you only get a quarter of your ship's worth back. I don't know why that is. I thought it was full price. If we sell it at our own at the station where it's at, do we get the full price? gonna have to look that up. Is there any way to get more money for that? If we sell our Ass Explorer now, all it's gonna do is help us get this one part, and then we'll be back with being out of money.
Scan detected.
Well, they're saying you lose 10%, but I thought we were only getting 25%. Maybe that because it had legal troubles. I don't know. I wish we could get 25. I mean, only lose 10%. I think we're only getting 25. That's such a big difference. Lions Chieftain. It's wanted to say $250,000 transport fee. How about sell? Sell it via Interstellar Factors. 25% value of this ship. What does that mean? That's the fee. 25% of 18 million they get. Well, I haven't prepared to sell it. That still has all its modules. What we need to be looking at is the Ass Explorer. I've gutted that one already. Boost, okay. It should be gutted. See, everything's E rank, and then everything else is empty. So let's see. 5.8 million. Let's do it. Did it? They're not getting any fee, are they? It doesn't say 25. Okay, because that's what says it's wanted. They tax it heavily. So we're getting 100% of our money. Or we must lose 10%, and it don't tell us that. What's the price of an Ass Explorer? Do they have a price? We got like 5.8 million. And we just sold it. No, this is all entry level ships. Oh, there's $1 million. Type, ooh, look, Type 9 Heavy, 76 million. Dolphin, 1 million. Viper, half a million. Viper Mark 3, 6 of a million. Adder, 80,000. Hauler, 50,000. Sidewinder, 32,000. Beluga Liner, 84 million. Jeez Louise. You guys have any fuel scoops? No, that'll set us for the export DBE. We no hurry to gut the dropship or gut the Lion's Chieftain because we've got to get to the next rank of Federation. Forgot what it's called. So we want this fuel scoop here. That you don't have, and I don't remember where it was, what the old one was. Oh, where we turn in the mission at, okay. Well, the most important thing is we got our ship sold. And we gotta turn in this mission. Missing a button down there, I wonder why. It's an Earth Lake that we've mapped already. So it's on a planet, QBO3 is where we gotta take this mission back to. We pay off our bounties and whatnot? No. So back to Cubio, Lubbock Penal Colony. What can we do there? Come on. Anything that says Cubio? Nine. But it's far, I guess. Alright. Well, that's it. I'm leaving. So we have to get into the ship, take it to an interstellar factor to clean it. Damn.
Ship detachment complete. Please depart when ready, Commander.
Did you see those skimmers outside the spaceport? Easy money. So we'll get 18 million for the Alliance Chief, and we could turn that around and buy the federal gunship, assault ship, easily.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
For now, I guess we're gonna probably do some mining to get the money, because one trip will give us 20 million. Probably do a lot of mining, get like 80 million. That'll, I guess, help us. Well, we got the chief parts, the Alliance Chief in some part. We got parts from every of our ships, really. This is a good ass light year jump range, 45. You know, we've still got things like the planetary vehicle. We've still got the surface scanner. We're gonna have a fuel scoop. That'd probably be the most important thing.
4, 3, 2,
A lot of busy work here.
fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Then we'll have an open 3 slot and an open 2 slot. In the 3 slot, put repair limpets. In the 2 slot, auto field maintenance, I guess. I think the limpet thing is a good thing to have. You'll in the beginning you'll think you don't need it, but then when you're out there stranded and your ship's tattered and about to explode because you crash landed trying to explore beautiful planets and scan things for the codex, these are things you're not taking into consideration. We're thinking this is going to be getting me long range trips and nothing more, nothing less. But along the way, we're going to be scanning things. We're going to come across things we never seen before. We're going to be like, hey, this is a long, boring ass trip. Let's look at the codex, see what we can discover. And that's when things like the repair limpets will come in handy. That's happened to me before. But other than that, we don't really need auto maintenance units. But there's nothing we really need after repair limpets, fuel scoop, and the planetary vehicle hangar. Maybe like recon limpets or something? I don't know. I know you'll regret going out there with no optional internals. The second you start to get bored, you'll regret it. And because there'll be no space stations to stop at to get missions, there'll be no land settled. There'll be nothing. Every system, most systems will just be a sun. So then when you do see a planet, it's the slightest difference in color that you haven't seen or don't remember, you'll want to go to there, land on it, see what they have in the codex that you can discover and everything. And then of course, well, that's weird, there's some Xeno hunters in my system. Or decommissioned fleet here, okay. Strange that it could be decommissioned because your weekly salary from the power play isn't that the cost of maintenance per fleet carrier? 5 million a week. Yeah, I can't believe it. Earlier stages in the game, when we weren't as advanced as we are now, we could have easily done 5 million in an hour. You know, hop in our ship, do 5 combat missions, call it a day. Easy. I guess it's not 5 million then.
Orbital flight engaged.
I know you have to for each individual part aspect of the fleet carrier, you have to pay like 5 million. So if you want a shipyard, you got to pay 5 million. You want outfitting, you got to pay 7 million. And then Then it all adds up to upkeep too. So the more things you have, the higher your upkeep cost is, even after you purchased it. But I don't know. I don't have a figure for that. 5 million I thought was a good figure just because they give you 5 million a week for being in the power. Like I thought that's why they had you. That's why they paid you 5 million for being in the power, just for a fleet carrier. But I haven't even read that yet. Well,
Landing pad 04.
I have read that
Houston,
before,
automated docking
and
completed. You are clear to
it can get
handle.
up to 25 million a week once everything's upgraded. So you'd still have to do a bunch of missions.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing complete. Systems offline.
Oh, we're
Thank
out
you
of
for your
time. Nothing
cooperation,
accomplished
Commander.
today. I just wanted to keep you up to date because I gutted the ship and worked on this one. Now you could see me finish it. And then everything becomes so time consuming. Jeez. Oh, let me get the fuel scoop. No, can I pay off my bounties? My fines? No. Don't need a mission. Remote workshop. Yeah, see, we got the 5 knot range. We still don't have the 5 knot range. We need data mine wake exceptions. I've seen that as a mission reward. And the experimental effect we can't mess with unless we go there. But right now we got deep charge. We need to change. Well, we I don't know which will give us the. This gives us a farther range. So there's probably a lot of experimental effects that'll give you extra range in your FSD. Because that's all it's about. Let's see if we could get a 4A fuel scoop. There was a fucking 4A here when we started. Yeah, they have a 4A. Okay, we just have to sell our 3. Oh no. 4A fuel scoop, 2.8 million. See, now we need something in the 3, which is perfect for limpet controllers. They only have Xeno limpets here, multi limpets. They have a repair limpets, not free. And then we have this 2 down here. I don't know what to put there. Planetary vehicle hangar, surface scanner, engineer, docking computer. Yeah, it's not much besides repair limpets, auto field maintenance units, or cargo rack, or I don't know, fuel, extra fuel tanks. I don't know. We'll have to see in the next video. Thanks for watching.